Hey guys, it's Este here, welcome back to another video, and today I got a question for you guys. What is the biggest Megazord? Think about it guys, Megazords are super huge, super tall, you look at them and your jaw just drops because how huge they are. And think about it, there's so many Megazords throughout all the Power Ranger season, and there's some in the future that we haven't seen yet, so you just gotta think about which one's the biggest one. I've compiled a list of some of the Megazords and Zord combinations seen throughout the years and into the future that we'll be seeing soon that are just huge and tall and will put you into perspective on how big these things are, and of course I'll compare them. So without further ado, think about it guys. There's a poll right there, vote on it right now, there should be an icon on your screen. What is the biggest Megazord? We're gonna find out right now. So to put things in perspective folks, a regular Megazord is about 60 meters tall. It's already pretty huge, but there's some Zords that are just bigger than that. The Zords that combine to a Megazord, it depends. A humanoid form can be about 30 meters, a little bit higher, a little bit lower, and of course the Zords are a little less, because they're usually small, while humanoids are just a little bigger. So to start off the list, Serpentera, 345 meters. That's already the winner right there. 345, no Zord in the Power Rangers history has ever beat the height of Serpentera. But Serpentera is not really a Megazord combination, it's Lord Zed's freaking Zord. That's why I'm not including it, because it's evil. And evil stuff's bad. But if we were considering all the Zords of Power Rangers history, Serpentera would be the biggest. But, moving on. One of the Zords that's already bigger than usual would be the Mega Voyager in Power Rangers in Space. That's 70 meters tall. That's still pretty huge. Bigger than regular Megazords and some Ultrazords in Power Rangers history too. Then there's a Ninja combo that we have not seen yet. It's not in America yet, but hopefully in Super Ninja Steel, we'll be able to see it. And that combo is, I'm gonna read it because I don't know Japanese. Ha-o Gekiatsu Dai-o. And that's a big combo. That has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's like 10 Zords. And that's 80.5 meters. That's pretty huge. And it already has another combo, which has the main Ninja Zords, and that's 72.5. So this stuff, to put it in perspective, it's pretty big, folks. Then we have the Super Trained Megazord from Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. That thing's super huge. It has the 5 Rail Rescue Zords, and that is a total of 80 meters tall. A little bit less than the Ninja combo we just saw, but it's still pretty huge. 80 meters, and in the show, they showed it being super huge. So that's why it's also on this list. Also, the Hyper Resha Gatai Tokyo Rainbow. We're not going to see this in America, of course, because they're not exactly adapting Tokyuger. But that's 88 meters tall. 88 meters tall. The Thomas the Train Engine Ultrazord is 88 meters tall, and that's higher than a lot of these Megazords here. Almost as tall as the next one, only by 0.5 meters. Then we have the Delta Command Megazord. This one technically counts, technically doesn't, because it's one big base, it's one big Zord in itself. Of course, the Delta Command Megazord, it's super huge. In the Power Rangers SPD intro, you see it alongside the other SPD Megazords, and you think, oh lord, that's huge! Turns out, it's not the biggest Zord of all time because it's only 88.5 meters. That thing is huge, and it looks super cool too. I love that Zord. SPD is my favorite series, by the way. Fun fact. Then we got another one of my favorites, the RPM Ultrazord, and this Zord, this Megazord, was revolutionary at its time because it had 12 Zords. 12. All 12 of the RPM Zord, except for that Roadrunner Zord or whatever. Roadrunner, I don't even know. I don't even care. RPM was another one of my favorite series. 12 Zords, that was super huge. I've always wanted to own the Ultrazord. I only got to own 2 of the Megazords, and the other ones were pretty impossible to find. But another Ultrazord that happened right after RPM is a Samurai Gigazord. It's also big. It's 93.2 meters. It's 0.2 meters higher than the RPM Ultrazord, which is already huge. So that thing's 0.2 meters higher. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool Megazord. I like it. Unlike Samurai, but the Zords were cool. Now we have a Zyuohger combo that we have not seen in America yet because we don't know if they're going to exactly adapt Zyuohger yet into American footage. But this Zord, the Dobotsu Sengatai Wa Tosai Dodeka King, that's a long ass name, is one of the highest Megazords of all time. It is 94 meters tall. That's big, folks. A freaking Minecraft Ultrazord. It's there. It's there, folks. Next thing, we got a recent one, the Dino Charge Ultrazord. It's a big Zord. Look at that thing. I didn't really like the look of the Zord, but it's pretty cool. The Ultrazord, of course, includes the T-Rex Zord, Para, Stego, Raptor, Tricera, and the Titanosaur, and it makes up super big Zord. And that's the number 2 highest Power Ranger Zord ever, only after this one, the biggest one of all time. What is it, guys? Leave a comment down below. It's your last chance to vote. Drum roll, please. Without further ado, the highest Power Ranger Zord of all time is the Zeo Ultrazord. Not in that form, in the Warrior mode. Because if it was in a regular mode, it would have made it to the list. But since it's on the Warrior mode, of course it makes it onto the list. Of course, kind of counts, kind of doesn't, because the Parametis was one big Zord. It was a freaking pyramid. I swear, Illuminati confirmed, folks. But it is 102 meters tall, and the second Zord, well, the highest, of course, behind freaking Serpentera. But that thing's huge. It's huge. It's big. It's ginormous. And oh my lord, doesn't really look so cool. Looks cooler in its regular mode, but it's okay. It's the freaking Illuminati Ultrazord here. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all the biggest Megazords of all time in Power Rangers history. What do you guys think? Do you guys think another Zord should be bigger? And do you think Kyuranger will beat us in the next season or whatever? What's happening, guys? I'm Este Gamer. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. And of course, and as always, stay awesome, everybody.
Nickelodeon.
Do you have it? Do you have it?
Nice to see you, old man.
Do you have it? Do you have it?
Let's go to Mo and find out the official results